Are you currently spending all of your time at work, whether you're physically at the office or working outside of office hours or thinking about work on the weekends, and you feel like you need to get yourself back on track and get a life? This week's episode is for you. You know, you're not alone in working hard. We live in a working hard culture. And to be honest, it's not a bad thing. I'm guessing that working hard has got you to where you are in your career today. Yet, if you're working hard for the sake of it and you don't feel like you're happy or fulfilled, or there are things that are falling to the wayside, maybe you're not eating right or getting to the gym, maybe you're not spending time with your family and your children, or maybe you're just not living and enjoying life outside of the office, that's going to take a toll. So this week's video is all about supporting you to take a step back and reassess where it is that you're going and how you can bring a little life back into your life. And, you know, there is that famous saying, right, that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. For us, all work and no play makes Jane a dull girl. And my goal for you this week is to bring back that radiance, bring back that energy, and bring back that sense of fun and play, because part of the reason you're here is not just the work you do, but to really enjoy life along the way. And we can often be reminded about this when, you know, illnesses happen in the family, or we fall sick ourselves, or we hear of certain tragedies. And I don't want you to wait until that happens. You have the power right now to come back into the driving seat of your life and make sure that you're really stewarding your ship in a direction that you really want to go in. So success is one part of the reason that you're working so hard. You know, success to me is the external. It's the achieving a certain title. It's the prestige from working with a certain company. It's earning a certain salary, getting a certain bonus, you know, perks, healthcare, all that kind of stuff. And while success is really important, and we all strive for that, I believe that fulfillment is often underrated and often neglected. And so that's what I want to talk about today, so that you can get back on track to creating fulfillment for yourself. And I've got an awesome little freebie to help you with this, a worksheet to support you, so make sure you stay tuned. So, fulfillment, what the heck is it? Well, here's the definition. Fulfillment is the achievement of something desired, promised, or predicted. So this is about achieving something that really matters, something that, you know, feels good to you. But the thing is, sometimes we can go after goals that we've been taught to go after. They might not necessarily be what we're really jazzed and super excited about. So I believe that embodied fulfillment is what's really important. And embodied fulfillment, in my books, is something that you feel deep in your bones. It's that feeling that you get when you're super proud that you've done something that really matters to you. It lasts longer than a fleeting moment. It's something that you look back on, you know, as you review life, and, you know, you're thinking about when you felt most proud, and it sticks with you. So I define embodied fulfillment as the achievement of something desired, promised, or predicted through the energy and resonance of one's soul. And you, beautiful one, have a unique soul. You have a unique energy. You have a unique reason you're here. And you have a unique blueprint for success. So I want to talk about the 3 components to embodied fulfillment. And there's a worksheet that goes along with this so that you can start to map where you sit on the scale, and you can start to look at, okay, over the next 90 days, where do I need to be focusing? What's a little tweak or a little action step I can take to make sure that I'm actually enjoying this journey, not just working really hard, but actually changing my mindset and changing my energy around these things? Because here's the thing. You know, many of us get stuck in jobs we don't love. And part of the reason is because we don't actually stop and assess the direction that we're going in and achieving goals for achievement's sake. This is really about you coming back to what's right for you. So the 3 components, let's run through these briefly. The first component are experiences. The second is growth. The third component is contribution. So let's just take each of these in turn, and you'll be able to use the worksheet to figure out, okay, where do I need to plug the gaps? Where do I need to be focusing? So experiences, this is all about how you interact, view, and experience the world on a day-to-day basis. And typically our experiences are felt through our significant relationships, our romantic relationships, our friendships, the sense of adventure that we have, you know, travel and doing different things, and also the environment that we find ourselves in, whether you're at home or you're in the work environment. So that's component number one. Component number two is growth. So growth is really about how you're learning and developing as a person. And this is a basic human need of all of us. We want to grow, we want to evolve. And for growth, this normally includes health and fitness, intellect, expanding your mind, fun and creativity, and spirituality. So many of us are actually quite depleted in this area because we don't prioritize it. The third component is contribution. And this is where I think you can make a contribution through your career and your work, through money, how you earn your money, community, and family. So this is really how you're giving back and sharing your gifts with the world. So as I reflect this back to you, I want you to ask yourself, in which area are you rocking it? And in which area do you still need some work? Where are you deficient? And use the worksheet to help you figure out where you're deficient. And then, what's the one simple action step that you can take to boost yourself up in that area and bring you back to wholeness? So for example, right now, I know for me, if I look at this list, health and fitness has gone down. I've been not feeling very well. I've kind of let things slide, been a little bit lazy. We had a long weekend, been making homemade pasta, went for pizza on the weekend, and I'm feeling a little bit gross. And whilst it's okay to blow out once in a while and do something against, something a bit different, I need to go back to my health and fitness. So for me, it's coming back to eating better, getting back to my exercise routine. That's what's going to help me get back on track. So it doesn't have to be huge. It can be really small. But my goal for you is to use this framework to help you think about your life and career as a whole, because career is one part of it, your whole life is another, and figure out how you can make some changes in the other areas to make you feel like you're living a little, to bring back that radiance, to bring back that creativity, to spark what that next iteration of your career journey looks like. So I would love to hear from you. Which area are you going to focus on? Growth, experiences, contribution. And what's the one action step you can take to move forward in that particular area? If you haven't already, make sure you download the free resource that goes with this. I would love to continue the conversation over on the blog. Wishing you a beautiful week.